Well, good evening. This is Kent with the SDG replays and the Bunker Boxing League 32-man invitational tournament. And we are excited to be continuing in our second round as we are going to see a really historic bout between two men that had a history of fighting each other, that being Jack Dempsey and Tunney. They had fought twice in real life with, interestingly, Tunney winning both those and going into them. He was the underdog in both. And winning the first by a unanimous decision, but also winning the other in a somewhat controversial fashion. He won in what they called the late count bout or match, where I believe it was in the seventh round, Dempsey knocked Tunney down, but they had agreed before the bout to use the new rule that had just been established to go to a neutral corner. Interesting enough, it was a decision and it was pushed by Jack Dempsey and his people. So it's interesting that when Dempsey knocked down Tunney, it was his custom to stand over his opponent, waiting for them to get up where he could immediately jump back in on them and finish the fight. Well, that basically cost him, some say, the bout, because Tunney went on to win in another decision. It's been disputed time and time again whether Tunney would have been able to get up after the punch. Tunney himself said that he picked up the count at 2 and was just going to use all the time he could get to get his wits about him, but he could have got up at any time, and he got up at the count of 9. Now, in saying that, Dempsey and Tunney, after their careers were over, went on to be pretty close friends. And Tunney, when Dempsey, when asked about that, he said he had no reason not to believe Tunney because Tunney, he said, was a great guy. So it was another match won by Tunney. Jack Dempsey was the people's champion. He was an everyday man type. Tunney, on the other hand, as Jack Dempsey and Tunney both came from similar backgrounds, but Tunney was an intellectual. He loved literature. He even lectured in literature at one of the Ivy League schools. I can't remember if it was Harvard or Yale or whatever. I believe possibly Harvard. And so he was not accepted by the everyday man. And so when Tunney beat Dempsey, it was very disappointing for the masses. But we're going to see another rematch between these two men, very similar in their card ratings, but not style. Dempsey was a banger. He liked to go inside. You could see on his card, his inside is from 0 to 62, so 62% of his punches landed on the inside, whereas on the outside, it's 46%. For Tunney, he liked to work from the outside, using his footwork and his speed, as he hits on 56% from the outside and 47% from the inside. Jack Dempsey, if you look at his card, he was greater with power. He's a 5 and a 9 in his power. And his chin knocked down as a 2, where he's stunned from 3 to 5. and a chin KO rating of 2. So doesn't knock out very easily. Has a will rating of 3, cut of 4, and a foul of 5. His stamina is 90, as is Tunney. So the stamina for both men will be equal for this bout. Dempsey does have the closer trait, which means he's a great finisher. You add +1 to the opponent's will rating. So Tunney's will rating will go up to 4, and when tired, it will go up to 6. He does defend from 1 to 4 -1, and of 5, he adds 1. He counters from 1 to 6. Tunney on his card, they're both 10-star fighters, so this will be in the ring general. He's a 3 and a 4 in his power, so power wasn't Tunney's thing. It was outboxing and outscoring his opponents. He has a chin knockdown of 2 and stunned 3 and 4. His chin KO is a 1, so he does not KO very easily. He has a will of 3. He cuts at 4 as well, and he fouls at 3. He has a counterpoint feature, so every time he counters, he's going to add 1 to all counters that land. Great feature to have. He defends from 1 to 7. From 1 to 5, it's -1. From 6 and 7, it's -2. On his counter, he counters from 1 to 7, but instead of 2s, hooks 2 and crosses 2, he will be getting 3. So that's a great feature to have. For this bout, I'm using a new feature. I'm going to use the ball roller version 1.04 die roller. You'll see the 1 and the 6, the red and the blue, they're 6-sided dies. The black and the white are the 10-sided, and the bottom 2, the red will be a 20-sided die, and the 6 will be any defensive checks, cut checks, and things of that nature. So away we go. Be a 10-round bout to see who will continue on in the winner's bracket in our tournament and who will drop down into the loser's bracket. Again, 3rd seeded Jack Dempsey against 14th seeded Gene Tunney. And we will roll the die. That's a 4 and a 6. It's 2 on the inside, 3 on the outside for Tunney. So Tunney has control. It's 26 from the outside. That will be 3 punches landed. Three punches landed. And the defensive check was a 19, so all 3 punches land. Go to the 240 segment here in round number 1. 4 and a 3. It's 2 on the outside, 2 on the inside. We'll go toe-to-toe from the inside. Tunney will lead off with a 61. He misses. And Dempsey misses as well as we go to the 220 mark here in first round. 6 and a 5. Again, that will be Tunney going from the outside. 68 from the outside. He misses. Counter check. And there will be no counter. As we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 1. 4 and a 4. It's going to see Jack Dempsey going from the outside. 13 from the outside. He throws a couple rights and lefts. 4 punches landed from the outside for Jack Dempsey as he gets into this fight. Counter check was a defensive check was a 2, so he will take back one of those punches as he defended well as we go to the minute 40 mark. Dempsey now with control, 2 and a 6. Again, that will be Tunney going on the offensive from the outside. 91 from the outside. That's a clinch. No punches landed in that segment. 5 and a 2. That will see Jack Dempsey going from the outside. 63 from the outside. He misses counter opportunity, and it will be a counter from Gene Tunney. He counters back. That will be 2 hooks landed, and because of his counterpoint, he will add 1 more. That's 3 counter punches landed by Gene Tunney as we go to the minute mark, as Tunney is using his footwork and his speed to stay away from the inside of Jack Dempsey, as we're at the minute mark. 2 and a 6. Again, 6 rolled for Tunney on the outside. 52 on the outside. That will be 2 punches landed. 2 more punches, and he takes both those punches as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 1. A round so far being dominated by Tunney. 4 and a 3. That's going to be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Tunney going first. 66 from the outside. He misses, and it will be a clinch. No punches landed. 20 seconds here in the first round. Gene Tunney still in control. Double fours. That will be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Tunney going first. 27 from the inside. That will be 3 punches landed. Dempsey looking to answer back. 81, and he misses as the bell sounds, and the first round will definitely go to Gene Tunney. As Dempsey in that round landed 3 punches to 11 for Tunney. The judges for this fight are Oscar Perez, Glenn Trowbridge, and Howard Lederman. Our ref, Mark Green. Mark Green is a referee who has no adjustments. He calls the fight normal, while our judges, Oscar Perez, calls it straight as well in his judging. Glenn Trowbridge, 1 to 9 high, 10 to 17 low, and 1 to 4 punch difference. 5 to 8, it's 1 to 12, and 13 to 20. Then Howard Lederman, no adjustments. So it will only be Trowbridge that will score a little differently. And I will just roll my standard dice for this. You do not need to see. All right. Okay. And the judges' scores are in for round number 1. As we go to round number 2, Gene Tunney will have control as he won that first round. The bell sounds and the dice roll. 3 and a 6. That will be Tunney going again on the outside. 94 from the outside. That is a clinch. No punches landed in that first segment as they're hugging it out. 6 and a 2. That will see Jack Dempsey going from the inside. 72 from the inside. That is a miss. Counter opportunity. And he will indeed counter. That will be 2 punches landed and then 1 more added for his counterpoint trait. That's 3 punches landed, 2 to the body and 1 to the head of Jack Dempsey as we go to the 220 mark. Gene Tunney with momentum. 3 and a 1. Now we'll see Gene Tunney again going from the outside. 26 from the outside for Gene Tunney. That's 3 punches landed. Defensive check. He takes all 3. As Tunney is still winning this bout. 2 minutes. At the 2-minute mark here in the second round. 1 and a 4. That will see Jack Dempsey going from the inside is his 3-star rate, and that's double zeros. That's going to be 5 punches landed, and he lands all 5 as there is no defense that time from Tunney. As we go to the minute 40 mark, it's 1 and 6 again. It'll be Jack Dempsey going from the inside again, but this time he misses counter opportunity, but there is no counter as we go to the minute 20 mark here in round number 2. 2 and a 3. That will be a toe-to-toe from the inside with Jack Dempsey leading off from the inside. He lands 2. Gene Tunney from the inside will land 4. And it will be a chin check for Jack Dempsey. Chin check for Dempsey, and it is a 14, and he will be all right. As we go to the minute mark here in round number 2. 4 and a 2. Now we'll see Dempsey going from the inside, 79 from the inside. That will be a miss, counter opportunity, and he does not counter. As we go to the 42nd mark here in round 2, deuces, wild, double deuces. Now we'll see Jack Dempsey going from the inside. That's 27 from the inside. That will be 3 punches landed, and there will be no defense from Tunney as we go to the last 20 seconds here in round number 2. 2 and a 1. And again, be Jack Dempsey from the inside. That's a 12 from the inside. That will be 4 punches landed, and one of those will be taken back as the bell rings. That will be the end of round 2, a better round for Dempsey. I had to let my dog out. He was going to be whining. So that's the end of round number 2. A much better round for Dempsey, but he did not distance himself from Tunney in that round because it was just a 12-10 punching, only a 2-punch differential. So the judges' scores will play a part in this one with only a 2-punch differential. So far, this is Tunney's bout so far. His footwork is making the difference. Judge Oscar Perez. Okay. Glenn Trowbridge. All right. And Harold Lederman. All right. Tough scoring that round. Such a tightly contested round. As we go to round number 3. Dempsey's corner imploring him to get busy. He's got to get busy, get inside, get his head on the chest of Tunney and pound away. Tunney's corner telling him to keep distance, fire out that jab, hit him with the right crosses as the bell sounds as we go to round number 3. 5 and a 6. That will see Tunney on the offensive from the outside. That's an 0-9 from the outside from Tunney. That will be 4 punches landed and no defense from Dempsey as he takes all 4 punches couple digging to the body, and a straight cross and a hook to the head as we go to the 240 mark here in round number 3. 1 and a 4. That will see Jack Dempsey going on the offensive from the inside, but it is a 96. That will be a punch landed, but there will be a foul check, and there is no foul as he gets one punch in as we go to the 220 mark here in round number 3. 3 and a 1. That will see Gene Tunney going on the offensive from the outside. That's a 39 from the outside. That's 3 punches landed and no defense blocks from Dempsey as he takes all 3 punches, all to the head. A straight jab, 2 jabs, and a cross to the head as we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 3. Double deuces. That will see Jack Dempsey going on the offensive from the inside, but that's a 97 from the inside. That will be another punch and a foul check, and it is a 13. He does not foul. He's getting away with the low blows as we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 3 and a 5. That will see Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside. 49 from the outside. That will be 2 punches landed. Defensive check, and Dempsey does indeed take back one of those as he took a couple on the elbows to lessen the punching of Gene Tunney as we go to the minute 20 mark here in round number 3. Double threes, double trays. That's going to be Gene Tunney again on the offensive from the outside. That's 58 from the outside. That will be a miss, but no counter opportunity for Jack Dempsey as we go to the minute mark here in round number 3. Again, deuces. Jack Dempsey on the offensive from the inside, but that's an 81 from the inside. That will be a miss. Counter opportunity. And he does indeed counter. That will be 2 crosses and an extra added for his counterpoint trait as he lands a hook and 2 crosses to the body and head of Jack Dempsey as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 3. 2 and 3. That will see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Gene Tunney leading off. That's a 51 from the outside. That will be 2 punches landed as Dempsey looks to answer back. And he does indeed answer back. That's an 04 from the outside. He will land 4 punches of his own as we go to the last 20 seconds here in round number 3. That's a 62. We'll see Jack Dempsey on the offensive from the inside. 0-2 from the inside. He lands all 5 of those punches, and there will be a chin check, and it indeed knocks down Gene Tunney. Gene Tunney has been knocked down here in the very last 20 seconds of round number 3. There is a knockdown. And will he get up? The count starts. His KO rating is a 1, and it will be the bottom yellowish red colored 20-sided die in the bottom, and he gets up. He's fine as the round ends with a knockdown of Gene Tunney. Which will definitely sway the judges now. I record that note. So that's the first knockdown of our bout. As the punches landed that round, seeing 11 for Dempsey and 13 for Tunney. But those last couple punches made a huge difference in this round. Will make the judging easy for this round. So it to that point had been Tunney's bout, but he is knocked down as the bell is about to ring. So we go into the round 4 with Tunney coming off of being knocked down. Dempsey has to be feeling better about the bout now, as that's the first knockdown of the fight. Now sees that it can be done. He can get to Tunney. No late count this time as we go to round number 4 of this tightly contested fight. I have it now because of that knockdown. I have it even. So we will see as we move forward in this fight. I need to do something. I know that's not the most attractive thing, but I don't want those that are watching to see the judges' scores. There we go. As we go to round number 4. Round number 4 in this 10-round bout, as this is an evenly contested fight. So we go to round 4. The bell rings. Both men come out. Gene Tunney has cleared the cobwebs after being floored and knocked to the mat in round number 3. Bell rings. They meet at the center, 6-4. It'll be Gene Tunney on the offensive from the inside, 83 from the inside. That's a clinch. No punches landed. As we go to the 240 mark, 3-1. Again, Gene Tunney from the outside going on the offensive, 92 from the outside. That will be again another clinch as he's trying to get his senses back from him after being knocked down at the end of round 3. 3-3. Now we'll again see Gene Tunney going from the outside, but this time he rolls an 80 from the outside. That's a miss. Counter opportunity, but no punches landed, as we're not seeing very much action here in the first minute of round 4, as Tunney is trying to get his senses and his wits about him. 1-5. That will see Jack Dempsey going from the inside, a 32 from the inside. That's 3 punches landed, but Tunney will take back one of those with his great defense as we go to the minute 40 mark here in round number 4. 4-1. We'll see a toe-to-toe this time from the inside as Dempsey leads off toe-to-toe from the inside. 3 punches landed by Dempsey. And that will be a clinch. And that will take away those 3 punches as Tunney, it seems, is still trying to clear his head from the pounding he took in round number 3 in those last 20 seconds. Minute left in this round. Only 2 punches landed so far in the round. It's a 1-3. That will automatically see Dempsey going on the offensive from the inside. 85 from the inside. That will be another clinch as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 4. Not much action going on. Again, Dempsey from the inside, 84 from the inside. Another clinch as we go to the last 20 seconds of this round. Hardly any action at all in this round. 3-1. Now we'll see this time Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside, 23 from the outside. He indeed will land 3 punches, and no defense check from Dempsey as all 3 punches are landed, and that will end our round. Very slow round in round number 4. Very little action going on as we see only 3 punches landed by Tunney and 2 by Dempsey. 1 punch differential in the round. Little action, if any, going on that round. 1 punch differential. Our judges will give get their scores. Judge Oscar Perez. All right. Perez Trowbridge gets his score. And then Harold Lederman. All right. The scores are in. As we head to round number 5. Both fighters should be rested up and ready to go into round number 5 as very little action happened in round number 4. As we hear the bell ring, the corners have instructed their fighters, get busy. Let's not take any rounds off. As the bell rings, both men stand up. They eye each other with the eyes of respect as they respected each other in life. And it's a 5 and a 2. That will see Jack Dempsey on the offensive from the outside, 70 from the outside. He misses, and it indeed will be a counter opportunity. 2 hooks landed and a right cross as the counterpoint trait comes through for Gene Tunney once again as he takes momentum as we continue in this 5th round. 6 and a 4. That will see Gene Tunney on the offensive from the inside. 49 from the inside. He misses. That's just outside of his range. And there will be no counter as that's just outside Dempsey's counter range as we go to the 220 mark here in round number 5. 3 and 2. Again, that will be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Gene Tunney leading off from the inside. 98 from the inside from Tunney. That will be a punch landed, but there will be a foul check for Tunney as Dempsey looks to answer back. That's a 31 from the inside for Dempsey. That's 3 punches landed by Dempsey. And the foul check of a 20 is well outside of Gene Tunney's range. As we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 5. 2 and a 3. It's going to be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Gene Tunney leading off from the outside. 39. He will land 3 punches with Dempsey looking to answer back. It's a 55 from the outside as he misses as we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 1 and a 2. That will see Jack Dempsey going on the offensive from the inside. 34 from the inside. 3 punches landed. And there will be a defensive check, and it will take back 2 of those as Gene Tunney is using that defensive skill of his to bring those punches back. Minute 20, round number 5. 1 and a 3. We'll again see Dempsey going on the offensive from the inside. That's an 07 from the inside. That will be 5 punches landed, and it is outside of his KO rating, but it is within defense for Gene Tunney as he takes back 1 of those punches as he, again, is fighting a very good bout defensively. minute mark here in round number 5. 1 and a 5 again. Again, Dempsey on the offensive from the inside, but it is a clinch as we go to the 40-second mark here in round number 5. 2 and a 3. That'll be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Dempsey leading off, 87 from the inside. That is a clinch as we go to the last 20 seconds as they're banging away and trying to get inside, fighting a little dirty, trying to pull down the head of Gene Tunney. Last 20 seconds, 3 and a 5. That will see Gene Tunney going on the offensive from the outside. 75 from the outside is a miss. Counter opportunity is missed as the bell rings. We had another close round, a 1-point punch differential as Dempsey lands 8 to Tunney's 7. One punch differential. How will the judges score this? Oscar Perez. All right. Gene Trowbridge. All right. And Harold Lederman. All right. Judges have their scores in as we're preparing for round number 6 in this 10-round bout. And right now, this bout is anybody's bout. All right, right now, I still see it even as we go into the last 5 rounds of this fight. As the bell sounds for round 6, both corners encouraging their men to get busy as the dice is rolled. Punches are landed, 6 and a 6. That will see Gene Tunney going on the offensive from the outside. That's a 14 from the outside. That will be 4 punches landed, and that is just outside of his power rating as he lands 4, and there's no defense for those from Dempsey as Tunney is using his quick feet, sharp jabs and crosses to get through on Jack Dempsey. 2 and a 1. That will again see a toe-to-toe, this time from the outside as Gene Tunney leads off. That's a 23 from the outside, which will be 3 punches landed. And Dempsey looking to fire back. It's a 38 from the outside for him. That will be 2 punches landed. As we go to the 2:20 mark here in round number 6. 5 and a 6. That will see Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside. 80 from the outside. That will be a miss. Counter opportunity is missed from Jack Dempsey. One moment. All right. As we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 6. 6 and a 2. That will see Jack Dempsey from the inside. 38 from the inside. That will be 3 punches landed. And no defense from Gene Tunney as all of those punches as Dempsey gets inside and starts digging to the body and throwing to the head of Gene Tunney as the minute 40 mark in round number 6 comes. Again, it'll be Dempsey on the inside, 22 from the inside. Will be 4 more punches landed. And again, just outside of his power rating is 6 of 5, but it is a counter of 1, taking back one of those punches as again Tunney is being very clever with his defense as we go to the minute 20 mark here in round number 6. That'll be a 6 and a 4. Again, Tunney on the offensive from the inside, but this time he will land a punch, but there will be a foul check, and the check is a 3. He indeed does foul. What will that foul be? That will be a headbutt. Tunney with a headbutt here in round number 6. Warning from Judge Mark Green. In round number 6. As we go to the minute mark here in the round, another tight round, as again, it's anybody's bout here in round 6. Each corner telling their fighter to get busy as Tunney goes on the offensive from the outside, 22 from the outside. That's 3 punches landed. There will be no defense. And that is just outside his power of 3. As we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 6. That's 1 and a 1. That'll see Dempsey on the offensive from the inside. 48 from the inside. That will be 2 punches landed and no defense from Tunney as both those punches. One to the body, a hard hook to the ribs of Tunney, drops the arm as he throws the left hook to the head as we go to the last 20 seconds of this round. It's a 3 and a 4. We'll see Tunney going on the offensive from the inside. That's 82 from the inside. He misses counter opportunity, but there is no counter as the bell sounds, as we've had another closely contested round as Dempsey landed 10 punches to 11 for Tunney. Again, another 1-punch differential round. Makes it difficult for the judges. Judge Oscar Perez, Trowbridge, and Harold Lederman. All right. Scores are in. They're frantically typing them in. And both corners instructing their fighters. This fight has not been won yet. It's still up for grabs. It's anybody's fight. Both fighters still have very good stamina left. If any stamina problems, it's probably going to come in round 9 or 10, probably 10. So here we are, round number 7. It starts, bell rings, fighters meet in the center, and it will be Tunney on the offensive from the outside. 89 from the outside. That will be a miss and no counter from Dempsey as we go to the next segment. 2 and a 6. That will see Tunney on the offensive from the outside. 36 from the outside. That will be 3 punches landed. And that will defensive check for Dempsey, adds another punch as he digs 2 to the body and 1 to the head of Jack Dempsey. As we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 2 and a 1. We'll see another toe-to-toe, this time from the outside. Tunney leading off from the outside. 16 from the outside. 4 more punches landed as Dempsey looks to answer back. 47 from the outside. He lands 2 of his own as we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 7. 6 and a 1. We'll see Tunney again going on the offensive from the outside, but that's just outside of his range. The counter opportunity Dempsey does land two, yes, two hooks to the body, one right and one left, as he's digging to the body to try to drop the arms of Gene Tunney as we go to the minute 40 mark here in round number 7, 3 and a 1. Again, Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside, 62 from the outside. He misses. Again, another counter opportunity. And again, it's two hooks, one to the body and one to the head, as Jack Dempsey is becoming the defensive fighter now, moving to the inside to try to take the win from Gene Tunney. As we go to the minute 20 mark here in round number 7, 1 and a 3, that will see Jack Dempsey on the offensive from the inside, 28 from the inside. That will be 3 punches landed. And just outside of Gene Tunney's counter as he takes all 3 punches. A wicked 3-punch combo, 1 to the body and 2 to the head of Gene Tunney as we go to the last minute here in round number 7. Again, anybody's round, 2 and 2. That will see, again, Jack Dempsey going from the inside. That is a 10 from the inside. That will be 4 more punches landed by Jack Dempsey and no defense in return as he goes 3 to the body and a cross to the jaw of Gene Tunney as we're closing out the last 40 seconds of round number 7. 6 and a 4. We'll see Gene Tunney going on the offensive from the inside. It is a 29 from the inside. That is 3 punches landed, and it will be a chin check, and it will be a knockdown of Jack Dempsey here in round number 7. Dempsey goes down in round number 7. And we roll his KO rating of 2. Anything 2 or less, and this fight is over. That will be the bottom die right-hand corner, the yellowish red. If it's 2 or less, this fight is over, and he takes the punch. But he will be hurt in this last segment, this last 20-second segment. Jack Dempsey will be hurt as he was knocked down here in round number 7. So he will be going from the outside, 47 from the outside. That's 2 punches landed. And if it would have been any more than that, that would have been a will check, but that will end the round. A great round for Gene Tunney as he knocked down Jack Dempsey in round number 7. So it's 13 punches for Dempsey to 18 for Tunney. And it will be an easy round to score for the judges. With that knockdown occurring. Here in round number 7. So that may have secured a lead for Tunney as we go into these last 3 rounds. So the corner for Dempsey is telling him, you must get busy, get busy, get busy, or you're going to lose this bout. And away we go. Here goes round number 8 in this 10-round bout. 2 and a 3. That will see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Gene Tunney leading off from the outside. That's a 70. He misses. Dempsey looks to score back. He does. 0-2 from the outside. That'll be 5 punches landed by Dempsey as he shook off the cobwebs and wants to dominate this round. as we go to the 240 mark here in round number 8. 3 and a 6. That will see Gene Tunney going on the offensive from the outside. 61, he misses, and no counter from Jack Dempsey. 220 mark. A 3 and a 4. We'll see Gene Tunney going on the offensive from the inside, but that's outside of his range as he misses, trying to fire from the outside, but Dempsey is ducking and diving as we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 8. Not a whole lot of action so far as we see Dempsey going on the offensive from the inside. That's a 92 from the inside, and that'll be a clinch as we go to the minute 40 mark here in round number 8. 61. We'll see Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside. That'll be 2 punches landed and no defense from Dempsey as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 2 and a 4. Again, toe-to-toe from the inside. Tunney leading off, 72 from the inside. He misses. Dempsey also misses as we go to the minute mark here in round number 8. 4 and a 6. Again, Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside. 72 from the outside. He misses. Counter opportunity. Does indeed counter with 2 hooks to the body from Jack Dempsey as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 8. 3 and 3. That will see Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside. 94 from the outside. That will be a clinch as we go to the last 20 seconds here in the round number 8. 3 and a 6. That will see Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside. He misses. No counter as the bell rings for round number 8. Much slower round, but a round, I believe, won by Dempsey that round as he come back from that knockdown to land 6 punches to Tunney's only landing 2. 4-punch differential as we let the judges go to their cards. First judge, Oscar Perez, with a 4-punch differential. All right. Glenn Trowbridge. Okay. And Harold Lederman. All right. Scores are in for that round. This is a tight bout. Folks, I don't know right now who's won this fight. Both men have been knocked down. So it's anybody's fight so far. It's round number 9. Here it comes. Round number 9 in this bout. Bell rings as the dice roll. 2 and a 1. This will be a toe-to-toe from the inside as Jack Dempsey leads off, 38 from the inside. There'll be 3 punches landed. Tunney looks to answer back with 18 from him from the inside. There'll be 4 punches landed by Tunney. As we go to the 240 mark, Tunney taking back momentum. 6 and 6. That will see Gene Tunney going from the outside. 0-3 from the outside. That will be 5 punches landed. And there was indeed defense taking back one of those punches as we go to the 220 mark. Dempsey trying to keep these rounds close, trying to get inside where he can drop Tunney once again, hopefully for good. 6 and a 6. I see Gene Tunney going from the outside. 93 from the outside. That's a clinch. No punches landed. 6 and 4. Gene Tunney again from the inside. 57. He misses. And there will be no counter. Minute 40 mark here in the round. Round number 9. 4 and 4. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Gene Tunney leading off from the inside. But again, there will be a clinch. Minute 20 left. 3 and a 4. We'll see Gene Tunney going from the inside. 28 from the inside. Will be 3 punches landed. There will be a chin check for Jack Dempsey, but as you see with that 12, it is well outside of his chin check range as he takes that right hook to the chin and just keeps moving forward. As we go to the last minute here in round number 9. 6 and a 3. And we'll see Gene Tunney on the outside. 73. He misses. And Dempsey does indeed counter back with 2 hooks, one to the body and one to the head of Gene Tunney as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 1 and a 5. Jack Dempsey on the inside. 50 from the inside. That will be 2 punches landed. And no counter as we go to the last 20 seconds of the round. Can Dempsey close it out to make this another tight round, or will Tunney try to take the momentum going in to round number 10? 5 and a 2. That will see Jack Dempsey on the offensive from the outside. 60 from the outside will be a miss. Counter opportunity, and he does indeed counter back with 2 hooks to the body and a cross to the head as the bell rings, and Tunney looks to take the lead in this fight, as there was 7 punches in that round landed by Jack Dempsey, while 14 were landed by Gene Tunney. And that will conclude round number 9. Both fighters will be going into round number 10, looking to gain their dominance. 7-punch differential this time. Judges scoring. Right. Oscar Perez. All right. Glenn Trowbridge. Okay. And now Harold Lieberman. All 3 judges with their scores. And as I look at this bout as we go into round number 10, the way I see it, this has got to be a round that needs to be dominated by Jack Dempsey if he wants to win this fight. I have Gene Tunney winning this bout, and it needs to be a 10-8 round, I feel, for Dempsey to win. So here we go. As the bell sounds, both fighters come out, shake their head at each other and give each other a nod, knowing this has been a battle as they move forward. Bell rings. It's a 5 and a 1. That will see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Gene Tunney leading off from the outside. 13 from the outside is 4 punches landed, and there will be a chin check for Jack Dempsey as he fires back. A 70 from the outside. He misses, but the 10 is well beyond his chin check as he takes the punch and keeps moving forward. 240, round number 10. 6 and a 4. We'll see Gene Tunney on the inside. 60 from the inside. He misses. And the counter opportunity is missed by Dempsey as time is ticking off for Dempsey in round number 10, 2:20 to go. 1-6. We'll see Jack Dempsey on the offensive. 34 from the inside. That will be 3 punches landed. And the counter opportunity, a defensive check, takes back one of those punches as the defense of Gene Tunney keeps shining through as we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 10 of this 10-round fight. 2-2. That will see Dempsey again on the offensive from the inside. 78 from the inside will be a miss. Counter opportunity of 7 will be a cross, 2 crosses, and a hook to the head for Gene Tunney as he's distancing himself again here in round number 10. The quicker feet taking advantage, but Dempsey gets inside, digs to the body. That's 5 punches landed. That's 4 punches landed. Rights and lefts with a right cross to the body, which needed a chin check with the roll of 15 as well outside of his chin knockdown rating as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 6-4. We'll see Gene Tunney on the offensive from the inside. That's 20 from the inside. There's 3 punches landed. With that 3 counter, we'll take one of those back as Dempsey is looking to take it inside and get the knockdown, but he's having very little luck as Gene Tunney on the offensive from the outside. 85 from the outside is a miss, and the counter opportunity is not taken by Jack Dempsey. Last 40 seconds of this bout, Dempsey needs to get active. He needs to knock him down. 6-5. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Gene Tunney going first. 78 from the outside. He misses. Dempsey looking to fire back. 19 from the outside. That's 3 punches landed and a cut check of 6. Tunney cuts at 4, so he is not cut as we go to the last 20 seconds of the round. 1-1. Jack Dempsey on the offensive from the inside. 83 is a clinch, and this fight is over. Another tightly contested round. One that I feel like Dempsey won, but wasn't enough. We will see 12 punches landed to 9, 3-punch differential. Judges will give their scores. 3-punch differential. Judge Oscar Perez. All right. Trowbridge. All right. And Lederman. Okay. Interesting. Well, folks, this bout is over. It was a tightly fought bout, both men giving it their all. But not everyone can win. And as I look at this, we have Oscar Perez scored at 93-96. For Gene Tunney 93, 96, Gene Tunney. Harold Lederman scored it 95, 94, Jack Dempsey. And Glenn Trowbridge scored it 96, 93 for your winner by split decision, the Fighting Marine, Gene Tunney. So in their third bout, it again was Gene Tunney taking the victory over the Manasseh Mauler, Jack Dempsey. Seems like the style of Gene Tunney just gives Dempsey fits. And that is our bout. That is our fight. I hope you have enjoyed it. Those that come along later and watch it, I hope you'll enjoy this great bout from two great fighters. Thank you. Everyone have a blessed night.